I still remember the sound of forks hitting plates when my parents said it. Not asked it, not suggested it, announced it. That the company I built from nothing, the company I bled for, would now belong to my sister. And what they didn't know, I had already figured out exactly how to make them regret it. If you've ever been betrayed by the people who were supposed to protect you, if you've ever had your hard work minimized, dismissed, or handed to someone else, hit that like button, subscribe, and settle in, because this is one of the most calculated, quiet, and devastating revenge stories you'll hear today. Around 10 years ago, I was a 33-year-old founder running on caffeine, hope, and pure stubbornness. I started my tech company in a cramped apartment with mismatched furniture and a laptop that overheated if I looked at it wrong. No investors, no safety net, just me, a rough idea, and a refusal to fail. I missed birthdays, skipped holidays, pulled all-nighters that blurred into mornings. There were weeks where my entire meal plan was instant noodles and regret. But slowly, painfully, it worked. Clients came in. The product stabilized. Revenue grew. By year 6, we weren't just surviving. We were respected. And for the first time in my life, my parents looked at me like I had done something right. Or at least, I thought they did. Because my entire life, there had been one constant. Sarah, my younger sister, golden child, straight-A student, naturally charming, effortlessly loved. When Sarah graduated from a prestigious business school, my parents acted like she'd just cured cancer. She's brilliant, my mom said constantly. She sees the big picture, my dad added. And then the pressure started. You should bring her into the company. She could really help. She'd take it to the next level. Against my better judgment, I agreed. At first, it seemed harmless. Sarah joined meetings, offered ideas, asked questions. She smiled at everyone, complimented their work, remembered birthdays. People liked her. Then she stopped asking. She'd make decisions without looping me in, change priorities, override plans I'd spent months building. And every time I pushed back, oh, I already talked to the team. They agreed with me. It's just more efficient this way. She was never loud, never aggressive, just confident. And slowly, I noticed something unsettling. People weren't looking at me during meetings anymore. They were looking at her. The breaking point came during a family dinner. We were halfway through dessert when my dad cleared his throat, that same tone he used when delivering bad news.
We've been talking, he said.
And we think it's time to transition leadership. I laughed. I genuinely thought it was a joke. Then he said her name. Sarah should take over as CEO. The room tilted. My ears rang. My chest tightened. My fork slipped out of my hand. I asked them what they meant. They explained, calmly, confidently, that Sarah had better vision, that she was more polished, that the company needed a fresh face. They wanted me to stay on, just not in charge. After everything I'd built, I tried to argue, tried to explain, tried to remind them whose idea this was. They didn't care. Their minds were already made up. That night, I sat in my car for almost an hour, hands on the steering wheel, staring into nothing. I wasn't just angry. I was erased. And that's when something clicked. If they wanted to take my company, I would leave them with the shell. I knew the business better than anyone. I knew which clients were loyal to me, not the logo. Which engineers stayed because they trusted my leadership. Which contracts actually generated profit. So I got quiet. I smiled, nodded, played the role of the cooperative older brother. Behind the scenes, I built something new. A clean entity, a better structure, a future-proof vision. One by one, I had conversations. Private ones. I'm starting something new. If you want in, I'd love to have you. No pressure. The answer was almost always the same. When do we start? Clients followed. Talent followed. Revenue followed. And when everything was in place, I scheduled one final meeting. Sarah sat at the head of the table, already acting like she owned it. My parents were there too, proud, smug, satisfied. I stood up
And resigned.
Then I explained, calmly,
Clearly. Clinically.
that I'd formed a new company, that the core team was coming with me, that the primary revenue contracts were already transferred. The silence was deafening. Sarah's smile cracked. My mom asked if I was serious. I told her yes. My dad asked what they were supposed to do. I shrugged. You've got Sarah. I walked out without looking back. My new company exploded. We scaled faster, operated cleaner, made more money than ever before. The old company collapsed under mismanagement and empty promises. No core team.
No loyal clients.
No founder to save it. My parents stopped calling. Sarah blocked me. And for the first time in my life, I slept peacefully. I didn't do it out of spite. I did it because some lines shouldn't be crossed. Betrayal doesn't always deserve forgiveness. Sometimes it deserves consequences. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button. Subscribe for more real, satisfying revenge stories just like this one. And tell us in the comments, what's the most justified revenge you've ever seen? See you in the next one.